Good morning, everyone. Happy Thursday. I have got a thrilling guest this morning. I'm so glad that Tyler hooked us up. I was able to see Senator Blackburn at the inauguration. And here she is, Senator Blackburn. Is it just the most thrilling time to be alive?
So exciting to be here in Washington, and I'm so thrilled you were able to come join us at our delegation party, our Tennessee party.
Woo!
And it was so much fun. We had the orange and white shakers, we had Tennessee cups, we had orange footballs, all things that we would have used out on the mall, but of course we ended up inside for the inaugural. But I have heard from people they took their orange and white shakers over to the arena and celebrated the inaugural of President Donald Trump. And I got to tell you, and I'm sure you're hearing this too, I've heard from Tennesseans of all political stripes, and everybody is talking about how they're so excited he's doing something about the border. He is doing something about the price at the pump. He is working to get inflation down. And I know that's what people wanted to see. And he made those promises, and he is keeping those promises.
Oh, my goodness. Well, I brought my orange and white pom-poms from convention, so it was, I love my Marsha pom-poms.
I'm so glad.
Anyway, I know we've got a short time. You're in the catbird seat in the Senate.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about the U.S. Senate's agenda and where it's going to go with the Trump agenda.
Yes, absolutely. And, I think that's the number one question we're getting from Tennesseans is how do we push these things through together? And, of course, it's the responsibility of the U.S. Senate to do all of the nominations. We are the body charged with advice and consent to any appointments that a president makes. And we have been able to approve Marco Rubio today. We will approve John Ratcliffe to go to the CIA. The Democrats are refusing to work with us on advancing these nominations, even nominations that are coming out of committee with bipartisan consent. So, as a part of Senate leadership, we took to the Senate conference, Republican conference, that we would work every single day until we get this cabinet confirmed. So if the Democrats are not willing to play ball, we are going to be here working all weekend long. And we are going to get Kristi Noem confirmed, Shaw Duffy at Transportation, Pam Bondi over at the Department of Justice, Lee Zeldin over at the EPA, Doug Burgum at the Department of Interior. We'll work all weekend long. So if they're going to make it hard, they can make it hard, but that's okay. We've decided we are in to get this job done, no days off until we do.
Well, with President Trump's work ethic, he is just taking names these days.
You're right. He really is. And I will tell you, we were so thrilled with the executive orders. As you know, and as I think your listeners will be interested to know, many of us had worked very closely with him and his team on these executive orders. And you saw that he filed the one on freezing federal hiring. Well, that marries up with a bill that I have that would freeze federal hiring and salaries over a 3-year period of time so we can reduce the federal workforce. And you're going to see from his executive orders that they basically mirror bills that we have that will get this country back on track. Another executive order he did is Remain in Mexico, reinstituting that policy. And I have the legislation that would implement Remain in Mexico. So we have coordinated all of this. we are pushing forward on these efforts on the border, and as you all have seen, the number of people that have crossed that border, we have gone from thousands a day to, since Donald Trump was inaugurated, only 700. Also, ICE has been able to pull from our streets criminal illegal aliens and take them out of the country. They've had over 300 of those hardened criminal illegal aliens, rapists, murderers, theft, gangs, all of this. So that is beginning to take place. We also are working on energy and getting the price down at the pump. You've seen the things that we are doing around opening up drilling offshore and up in Alaska. Our finance committee is working to make the Trump tax cuts permanent. I have the legislation that would remove income tax from a lot of our seniors that are paying income tax on their Social Security. So we are moving along, and I've got to tell you this too. I think you'll love this. We talked about it some at the at our reception. My bills that would force the NCAA to remove their transgender policy, allowing transgenders to play in women's sports. That bill is filed. We also have my American Girls in Sports Today bill filed, and our Protecting American Girls in Sports, which requires the U.S. Attorney General to do a report on violence and injury and loss of opportunity for girls by having biological males play in women's sports.
Oh, my heart just sings, Senator Blackburn. All right, we got about a minute or so. I did see a lot of folks talking about our governor's race. Any bets on that? Any thoughts?
You know, I have been so honored to have so many Tennesseans come to me and say, Marsha, you need to run for governor. And they talk about how I led that fight and stopped the state income tax.
Yes, ma'am.
And how diligently I've worked to increase opportunity for all Tennesseans, and the work I've done in technology and the work I've done to protect children, my Kids Online Safety Act and the Report Act, and things that really protect children. And they've said, you should run for governor. We'd love for you to be our next governor. And we're giving it serious consideration. We are looking at it. We'll make a decision soon. And if I choose to win, I'll tell you what, I'll work harder than anybody else, and we will win this race.
Yes, ma'am. Well, I thank you so much for your time. Any last words? I hope to have you back talking about the great things.
Yes, absolutely. I would encourage your listenership to go to our website, blackburn.senate.gov, sign up for our weekly newsletter, and then follow this. Keep up with what we're doing, and they'll find me on social media at Marsha Blackburn, but I encourage them, stay in touch.
Oh, God bless you. Well, it's wonderful. Thank you so much for being in the arena and taking care of us citizens in Tennessee and in the United States. Thank you.
You got it. Take care. Bye now.
God bless. Woo! All right. We're going to take a quick break, and I've got our guest, Mandy Bouldin, here. Super excited to learn more about her new job, her new role, her new responsibilities, and how that we can all work together for, great things. So that's it. We're going to go on a quick break. Thanks for watching Morning on the Mountain. See you in a minute.
I would like to share with you a chapter of Scripture that has become foundational to how I approach ministry, how I approach life, how I approach hope in God, and that actually comes from one of the major prophets, Isaiah. Isaiah chapter 25 reads as such, I will exalt you. I will praise your name, for you have done wonderful things, plans formed of old, faithful and sure. For you have made the city a heap, the fortified city a ruin. The foreigner's palace is a city no more. It will never be rebuilt. Therefore strong peoples will glorify you. Cities of ruthless nations will fear you. For you have been a stronghold to the poor, a stronghold to the needy in his distress, a shelter from the storm and a shade from the heat. For the breath of the ruthless is like a storm against a wall, like heat in a dry place. You subdue the noise of the foreigners as heat by the shade of a cloud, so the song of the ruthless is put down. On this mountain the Lord of hosts will make for all peoples a feast of rich food, a feast of well-aged wine, of rich food full of marrow, of aged wine well refined. And he will swallow up on this mountain the covering that is cast over all peoples, the veil that is spread over all nations. He will swallow up death forever. And the Lord God will wipe away tears from all faces, and the reproach of his people he will take away from all the earth. For the Lord has spoken. It will be said on that day, Behold, this is our God. We have waited for him that he might save us. This is the Lord. We have waited for him. Let us be glad and rejoice in his salvation. For the hand of the Lord will rest on this mountain, and Moab shall be trampled down in his place, as straw is trampled down in a dunghill. And he will spread out his hands in the midst of it, as a swimmer spreads his hands out to swim. But the Lord will lay low his pompous pride together with the skill of his hands, and the high fortifications of his walls he will bring down, lay low, and cast to the ground, to the dust. This prayer, it seems, of Isaiah is picked up not only by prophets that came after Isaiah, but even by New Testament writers. It's the hope of the people of God. It's my hope, and I hope it becomes your hope. May you be blessed.
Tracy Clinic, located at 740 Main Street in Tracy City, specializes in family medicine. Nurse practitioner Devin Land Lampley is now seeing patients. Call today for an appointment at 592-4242. Open 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. Monday through Thursday. That's the Tracy Clinic, 592-4242.
Sequatchie Valley Electric Cooperative is here to serve you in your business or in your home. Pay your electric bill in the comfort of your own home with SVEC's new online billing service. Wouldn't it be nice to know in advance how much to budget for your electric bill each month? Visit us at one of our convenient offices or go online to www.svalleyec.com. Sequatchie Valley Electric, providing electrical service to over 33,000 homes and businesses in all or portions of Bledsoe, Grundy, Marion, Sequatchie, Coffee, Hamilton, Ray, and Van Buren counties in Tennessee. SVEC, staying up with today and working for tomorrow.
Two for Thursday. Super excited. Now, you may see this pretty face and you go, God, wasn't that Beersheba Springs Medical Clinic that she was with?
Absolutely.
And she rocked it there, and now she is moving into a new role.
Yes.
Kind of explain it to us, because I still not understanding.
Right. Yeah, so it's Director of Community Development, and it's a position that's shared between the University of the South and the South Cumberland Community Fund. And so, I have about a decade of experience in community development, and I had been in a dynamic role before, and it's so nice to be back in one, even though I love the clinic, and the clinic will always be in my heart, and I can still help the clinic, in this work.
That's right.
Yeah, it just in a different way, and I have to help all the nonprofits. So, and it's so nice to be working in that kind of dynamic role where I get to work in so many different interests again. So.
Okay. Yeah. So the different hats. So with the Sewanee aspect, what are you going to be doing?
Yes, so mostly running the AmeriCorps program. So AmeriCorps program is like the Peace Corps, but in the United States. And traditionally, the university has mostly had students in it. But, I'd had AmeriCorps at the Beersheba Clinic. And now that I've learned even more about the program, I really see that it's a way that we can increase the workforce and in skill level and education level in Grundy County. And and that's something very passionate, a big passion of mine, because I'm a first-gen college graduate, and I didn't know how to do it. I didn't see the path. And I know that there's probably people out there who would like to go to technical school or community college, but just don't know how to do that. And so through AmeriCorps, they can get paid to work with a nonprofit and gain skills there. And then at the end of 2,000 hours, they get about $7,400 to go toward education. And they can do it up to 4 years.
Nice.
Yeah.
Now, that was always a challenge. I've loved all of our Vistas and now AmeriCorps. And there's been all ages. I know it was all hands on deck for like summer meal program, right? All hands on deck.
Yes.
For that. And then, the summer program. How do you get an AmeriCorps for your organization?
Yes, if I had known that I could recruit my own, I would have done that, because you can recruit your own. Yes, yeah, you don't have to go through the university to do it.
Okay,
you can identify someone in the community and say, so if someone's trying to add a position or they need some kind of capacity building, they can bring whoever they would like, and so any age. And sign them up. And I know. And so I'm going, that would really help a lot, I think. A lot of people, it would open up a lot of avenues for nonprofits and people in the community.
It really does. So the stipend, I know it's not a lot, but if you do it for a year, isn't it like, how much is it?
It's around $22,000.
That's what I thought.
And then a nonprofit, they can actually add on to that. And so, they could pay an X amount more, and it's still going to be less expensive for them than having a full-time person.
Sure. So. Do they get health care or anything?
They do. Yeah, they get health care reimbursement while they're doing it. Yes. Yeah. So, and the university steps up and does that. So, it's a great deal. It really is.
I'm going to put my little thinking cap on here, and it doesn't matter what age, because we're so used to these wonderful young folks who gave us hope and joy. I'm telling you, and I've said it from the very beginning, well, almost the very beginning. It took me a while because everybody hates change. But, the capacity building and the young folks that come in, they came in and they didn't know they could fail.
Right. Yes.
They didn't know they could fail. So we've been beaten down, and we're just like over it. And then this young person like, well, let's go. And I'm like, wow.
Yeah.
And it just energizes all of us.
Absolutely. Yes. And there'll still be that opportunity for young people, but there's a focus in AmeriCorps even for seniors. And so
really?
Yes. Yeah. So we try to keep at least 2 seniors in our program as well, but it can be anyone in between.
So you can do someone like I'm thinking right offhand, like the Heritage Center.
Absolutely.
We're needing docents, and we're needing some folks that can celebrate our history better. Has a great storytelling and enjoys our history. So if we find someone, we just go to you.
Yep, that's right. Yep, and it's like they'll have to go through the training.
Sure.
And there are certain days like MLK Day of Service, they have certain service days, and there's also professional development, like they just did Clifton Strengths and things like that. So they get to have all of that while they go through the program. So you do have to give them up a few days a year, but it's for their own experience and growth.
So you can go the whole year. So it's a whole year. When does it start? Or
anytime now. Yes.
You've made it so flippin' easy. Are you kidding me?
They have. Yeah.
You're
absolutely.
so lucky. Katie had to maneuver all this. And Ashley, and I'm like, I have no idea how y'all handled that.
Yeah, yes. And so I'm very, very glad. I see a lot of opportunity with that.
And Ashley's still involved, right?
Yes, absolutely. She's the program manager.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
And then the summer meal program, real quick. Are is that still in action? I mean,
Absolutely.
Okay.
72,000 meals is what they delivered this last year, and we're looking at more like 100,000 this year. And so what the big jump was the breakfast, the addition of breakfast.
Yes.
And so we're looking now at having 7 days instead of just the 5.
Oh my
and
gosh.
so, yeah, and maybe expanding even more. But we're looking at making our sites really efficient. And so we're focusing on libraries. We're getting an AmeriCorps for the libraries to help coordinate that. And so, because they already have the programming. So we're trying to find where the families are and what's going to be easiest,
I
you
love
know?
libraries.
And so, and maybe Saturdays for those working families that have a hard time coming. But they will be able to get 14 meals whenever they pick up, and for each child. And so, yeah, so come prepared.
Yeah, because this year they changed things, and I thought that was fascinating. Is that they don't need refrigerators?
Right. Uh-huh.
That was like a game changer.
That was the game changer, and it's more expensive for the university to buy those, but we can serve so many more people that they decided to do it. So
and it's all healthy. And also, don't you collaborate with local growers? Isn't there?
There is a component of that as
Okay.
well, but as we move toward shelf stable, it
yeah.
is and so we're still going to have a little bit of components to that, but with shelf stable, it has to have certain nutrients. It has to be nutritionally balanced, and for us to get reimbursed for those meals.
Sure.
So there's a lot that goes into it. It's a very complicated program, but so worth it.
Now you work with the dining hall. Is that?
That's yes,
Okay.
McClurg. Yep. And they have been so supportive and positive, and who doesn't want to feed children?
Seriously. And it's up to 18. I mean, right?
Yes. And so, and it's not that these children, they might just need a little more.
Yeah.
When children grow, they just need a little more.
My grandbabies, my bonus grandbabies, they're boys.
Oh yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Oh, I have 14-year-old twin boys.
Oh, my
so,
goodness.
Yeah. The snow days have killed us. I'm ready for them to go back to school. So.
Bless it. Okay, so there's that component, university. Now, my favorite organization, South Cumberland Community Fund, who has just, I believe, we are where we are because of them.
They have done tremendous amounts for this mountain and this plateau, and I'm so honored to be part of that organization too. I mean, they've supported the clinic since the beginning, and they were so very supportive of the clinic. They were bringing people out to do tours, potential donors, things that they didn't have to do, but they did, and so it's such an honor to work with them as well. And I'm hoping, there had been an idea to really focus on making this like a center for nonprofit excellence.
Ooh.
And that's really what I want to focus on,
Ooh.
is making sure, strengthening all of our nonprofits in the area. We have a lot of them.
We do have a lot.
Yeah, and seeing, creating mentor groups, peer mentoring, and then also, seeing how we can mix them together with ones that are earlier in their life cycle and ones who are more stable, and getting them to share resources and information, and so really fostering a lot of community and working together for the betterment of all. So.
Well, I tell everybody, I said, when SCCF forced us to collaborate for grants, it was really eye-opening. We're like, we don't collaborate. We don't know how to do that. I mean, you do you.
Yeah.
And once we realized, like 2 and 3 organizations can collaborate on a same project, and it's unbelievable the success that you get when working with others.
Absolutely, and you get more money that way. It's
You
like
do.
$50,000, It's a lot.
Working together? I mean, holy cow.
Yeah. The Beersheba Clinic did that this last year with the Grundy County Jail.
That's right.
Needing inmates, to come in and get some teeth removed that were causing them problems.
Oh my gosh, the dental part.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
so exciting. All right. When is the spring grant cycle comes? It's right around the corner.
Yes, it's coming up. We'll be kicking off, I believe, in March.
Okay.
So it's coming up soon.
And then you have those info sessions.
Yes. And this year, the grants committee, I listened to them back in December, and they were saying, we really want to develop a stronger relationship with these nonprofits and really get to understand their needs. And so I took that information and this whole idea of being this nonprofit, center, and put together what's called the Purposeful Partners Project is what we're calling it. And so
PPP.
exactly. And so there's going to be a life cycle assessment where we try to figure out, okay, where are these nonprofits in their life cycle? And so based on that information, that's how we'll match them up in mentoring groups and peer groups. And then so they can learn from each other, and then also mixing them up to where they're in different life cycles, different parts, so they can share resources. But also there's a woman at the state of Tennessee, I learned this through the Tennessee Charitable Care Network, who will come in and help an organization figure out grant writing, and where they basically leave after a couple of days with a spreadsheet where they can copy and paste into a lot of grant applications. And so much of that work is already done for them. And so I want to do that. And then as a second step, we're going to be working with Grant Station, but doing grant research. So now, but they'll have to do the needs and priorities first, so they can really understand what's the most important thing for us to do right now to be most effective in our mission, and then finding grants that fit that. So, because that's the thing is for nonprofits, I've been doing this for 10 years, and sometimes it's like you see a grant and you go, oh, what program can we create to fit that? And then you end up chasing your tail.
Oh my gosh, that was like our biggest thing in tourism was we do not want to have mission creep.
Yes.
Because of money over here.
Exactly.
You're just like,
yes.
And it's like, no,
Yes.
just come on over here, because mission creep.
Absolutely, yes. And so you end up spreading yourself so thin once you're starting all these new programs that you can't do anything well. And so
they fail after like a year or two. You're like, oh, okay.
Yeah, because a lot of times grants will fund a new project, but they won't keep them going.
Yep.
So then you have to figure out how to sustain it. And it's just this. It distracts you away from your mission, just like you say.
It does.
So I hope everyone can be really focused on exactly what their mission is, how they can have the biggest impact in their mission, and then doing the research to find the grants that actually fit it from the beginning.
Because you're right. I mean, we talked about there are a lot of nonprofits, and sometimes new ones start up just to start up, and that's kind of counterproductive as well. We have to somehow figure out combining resources. I know in tourism, there's a lot of different components, and when we first started, there was this program called Pennsylvania Wilds in Pennsylvania. I'm quick like that. But it had an umbrella, and so there was entrepreneurship. It had, arts and crafts, people, having their own business by growing things or making things, so the makers. And then they just had different umbrella projects that had committees underneath them. And so we're kind of exploring something like that.
I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that works.
Because tourism isn't just like getting people here. We already got them here.
Right. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, we've already got them here. Now we need for them to share the love.
Yes.
To the local communities.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yes.
And help our people lift up, because, owning your own business is just like owning a house. It's like the American dream.
Yes, it is. Absolutely. Yes. And yeah, those tourists, they have to know where to go, and those people in the businesses have to know where to send them. And so it's working together with a lot of different
synergy.
Businesses. It is.
And then ultimately, for me, is our kids.
Yes.
Right? So we want to provide the opportunities for the future for our kids, where they don't have to leave home, and they can be their best, because we have a unique skill sets here.
Absolutely.
We're resilient.
Very much
We're
so.
fierce.
I love it. I love it, and I want to play to those strengths.
Right?
Yeah. I mean, there's tremendous potential, and the grit.
We are
the
gritty
grit here. Yeah. I love it.
Now, if we could just all work in the same direction, boy, that would be fantastic. It's like herding cats sometimes.
It really is. It is, and that's what I'm hoping to do with this project, is kind of like get us all together, and because it can be tough whenever it can feel scarce, right? Like the resources are scarce, but when you pull together, you actually have more.
Isn't it exciting?
It's super exciting.
You are. What made you decide? So Katie's, got big, huge shoes to fill.
Yes.
I mean, it's amazing.
Yes.
What enticed you about this particular job?
Yeah, I was not ready to leave the clinic.
I know.
There were other things. We were just getting to a really solid place, and so I didn't even consider it at first. But it was like just one day it occurred to me, you can still help the clinic, but you can also help so many others. And, I had worked at the Chamber of Commerce in McMinnville, and, I thought, do I really want to be that busy again?
No.
On all those committees and everything. But it's so energizing.
It really is.
And getting to know more and more people, it's just, because this mountain is feeling more and more like my home. And so
it happens, and now that we found out we're probably kin,
That's true.
yeah. So go ahead and lay out your kinfolk, because that's what we care about. Is like, tell us about you.
Yeah. So my great grandfather was discovered somewhere around Birchba Springs, underneath the bluff in that area, escaping the Trail of Tears, and he was just a little boy, and he was taken in by.
Well, he was Native
family.
American.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. I'm at least an eighth Cherokee.
Yeah.
And so then a lot of it's Scots-Irish, obviously.
We can tell.
So
She's one of us.
Yeah, and so he was taken in, and then he was given the name Nunley.
He was one of them Nunleys.
Yes, and so they ended up going further down the urban college side and into Warren County. But my grandmother was a Fultz.
See, that's where we're kin on this side too.
Yes, yeah. My dad talked a lot about North Cuts Cove, and so it was crazy. Whenever I went to the clinic, I didn't realize, or I hadn't really made the connection yet. Taking the job and not really remembering all of this.
It's DNA. It's something that pulls you to this mountain.
Really
I'm telling you.
Yeah, because I wasn't even looking for a job when that one came along. But it was so strong whenever I saw that. And I wasn't, it was purely intuition and just super strong. That's where you're supposed to be.
See, if they pull you back, your ancestors pull you back.
It's true. And so when I was going through North Cuts Cove, I'll never forget, I saw Nunley Road. I saw Fultz Cemetery. And I thought, wow. Like, this is where I'm supposed to be.
Give me chills. How can we help you?
Oh, goodness. Well, help us get the word out about AmeriCorps.
Okay.
I've
already got my thinking cap on right now.
Yeah. Oh, and we're also doing a community benchmarking project.
Oh, okay.
And so that's going to be, we're releasing a survey soon, and we'd love to hear the community, because, a big mistake that organizations can make, like foundations, is creating plans in a vacuum.
Yeah.
And we don't want to do that.
No.
We want to get input from the people and what they want in their communities. And so that's going to help inform the fund as to the grants that should be made. And the grants they can go for, like the big grants for more parks and things like that. What do the
because they want to see that they want to see
Absolutely.
they want to see that measurements. You're right.
They do. That do the people actually want it? Would they support it? And you definitely don't want to go after something that people wouldn't like.
No, because we're ornery like that until we see the light and we're like, oh, that's a really good idea.
So it will be.
We are stubborn.
We'll do the survey, and then we'll have forums, and so people can come in, and we'll have discussion, and so to gain even deeper knowledge of what is needed.
Did you do I'm sure you did, when they did the along the Mountain Goat Trail, the different community discussions on that. That was interesting. I think that's a first step.
It's a huge first step. Yeah, so we'll be doing that in each of the communities. We've paired the communities because there's so many. And so we paired, I believe it's Swanee and Monteagle and Tracy and Colmont and Altamont and Beersheba and is it Grootley and Palmer? And so
where's poor little Pelham in this?
Right, they're over there too.
Poor little Pelham just gets left out. I mean, it's just like, oh, you're just down there in the valley. Come on up to play.
I drive through it every day, and I love it.
But they're included in that too, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Okay, good. All right, so AmeriCorps, and we're just going to have you on more often.
I would love to. I would absolutely love to.
And we'll just make a stand. And I've got a super easy calendar now, so.
Right, yes. I would absolutely love to.
Old
I
dog,
love
new
being
tricks.
I appreciate you very much for letting me come on here. I've always enjoyed it. And it makes sense that we're related, right?
It really does make. I felt like a kinship from the very beginning.
Absolutely.
All right. Any last words to the viewers out there?
Oh, just, just keep in mind what we can do for you, and the things that you need. And please do our survey so that we can hear from you. We'd love to help in any way that we can.
I love it. All right, I am definitely sending Mandy out to spread joy and sunshine wherever she goes. We are going to go on another quick break, and then we'll be back. I know we got a full phone lines. We'll get to all of our discussions. But as always, thanks for watching Morning on the Mountain. See you in a minute.
So you've decided to go to college. That's cool. So pop quiz. Which is a better way to earn your degree? Commute to college and fill your gas tank, get stuck in traffic, drive in bad weather, try to find a parking space, walk a half mile to class, or learn online at Independence University. In the park on a bench, on the beach on a towel, or on your couch with your kid, your campus is wherever you want it to be. You don't go to college. College goes to you. That's independence. That's Independence University. You schedule classes around your schedule, and all your supplies, including a brand new laptop and tablet, are included with tuition. At Independence U, you'll learn from professional instructors with real work experience. You'll get personal support in school and employment assistance when you graduate. Get your degree, but keep your life. That's independence. That's Independence University. So if you're really smart, you'd call now.
Call 1-800-981-8940.
Independence U, for an independent you.
Call 1-800-981-8940.
TennCare's new diaper benefit helps our youngest members and their families stay healthy and happy. If your child is younger than 2 and has TennCare or Cover Kids, they can get up to 100 diapers every month at no cost. To get diapers, visit a participating pharmacy. You don't need a prescription. Just show your child's pharmacy card at the counter. For newborns without a card, you can use the parent's pharmacy card. The pharmacy staff will check to see if you qualify and help you get up to 100 diapers for a month. TennCare will cover a variety of diaper brands and sizes to meet your child's needs. You can find a list of covered brands on the TennCare diaper webpage.
Diapers are available at Mike's Pharmacy, located at 740 Main Street in Tracy City. That's Mike's Pharmacy, 592-9190.
Piggly Wiggly, a supermarket chain since 1916, operates more than 600 locally owned stores, including the Mont Eagle location that now stocks the largest selection of fine wine, domestic and import beer in the area. Piggly Wiggly's farm fresh fruit is a sweet deal at everyday low prices. Piggly Wiggly stocks carefully selected, always fresh vegetables from the common to the unusual. All of the organic products we sell meet strict USDA guidelines. The Pig has a large meat department that to this date custom cuts and wraps its pork, chicken, and certified Angus beef to your request. Certified Angus beef brand is a cut above USDA Prime Choice and Select. With a large dairy selection of fresh milk and cheese products and your favorite drink products, you will never go home thirsty from the Pig. Visit the Piggly Wiggly Deli and put in your order for an outstanding selection of cheeses, salads, and deli meat products from Boar's Head brand and more. Be sure to check out our weekly special circular for great deals. That's the Piggly Wiggly of Mont Eagle, Tennessee.
Man, what a great morning already. This has been super fun. Love Mandy. And my goodness, having the pleasure of having U.S. Senator Marsha Blackburn right after inauguration. Love my Tyler and our hookups with the groups. Oh, gosh, that was such a great event, inauguration. Anyway, super excited. All right. Once again, shout out to the folks at Greater Falls Lodge. I know I've said it a lot yesterday, and I don't mean to be beating a dead horse, but when historic structures go, it just breaks my heart, like Crichton Store. But Greater Falls Lodge also has a family. You know, I work with Joe and Dawn and everyone there, and they have such grace. I mean, everyone's safe. No one's harmed. They had blocked out the rooms because it was so cold, and they didn't want to have anybody in there when it was so cold. And just all of the things aligned where everyone got out safe, including their dog, which is, as you know, super important. You know, I'm sure they lost quite a bit, right? That was meticulously restored, and so much history was in that building. And it's heartbreaking, but then you get a post from Joe Gray offering such grace. I don't know if I could have done it. Anyway. All right, so no, don't buy the Grundy County. I mean, definitely buy the Grundy County Herald, but I didn't put anything in this week because I was at inauguration. I have no idea what's going on this weekend still, so I apologize. Also, keep in mind, Housing Hub is doing their Exploring Home Ownership. That's on the 30th. We'll just keep reminding you on that. We've got basketball game coming up this Friday. School's back on. Fridays against at Sequatchie County for basketball. So that's what's going on there. Birthdays. Today is the 23rd. Wow. So I have nothing on my little schedule here. On my calendar, I've got my February calendar up and running. Where is birthdays? Birthdays. Here we go. Way to go to Stephen and us this morning, getting all that happen. All right, happy birthday to Brenda Terry. Happy birthday. Robert Turner, James Baker, Colton Meeks, Beverly Pendley, Mike Hall, Chaz Womack, Posey Orr. I love you, Posey. 87. She is just a beautiful human. Angie Pursley. Vanessa Brooks, she is 60 today. That's Jimmy's honey. Happy birthday to Vanessa. Jessica or Alex Grimes. I'm not sure who's 31 years old, but we've got them both. Janie Stewart, number one of our old families, and Terry Rowland. I'm sure he was there at inauguration. He's from West Tennessee, and he's such a great fighter. All right, let's go into our prayer list. I heard something yesterday. Matt called me while he was at Greater Falls Lodge, and he said Christy had called him and that her uncle had passed. And I don't know her side of the family enough to know who her uncle is, but it's still heartbreaking nonetheless. And I probably... Anyway, so I'm going to put Christy's uncle right now, Christy Morrison's uncle, and y'all let me know. Uncle, family. All right, here we go. So many deaths going on right now. All right, let's wrap our arms in prayer for Louis Nolan and Secura Meeks. Steve Melton, I got to check in with him. Herschel Parson, Larry Parson, Chloe King, Wyatt. Let me know what's going on with Wyatt, Patsy Kennedy, Blondell Larkart, Dave Crabtree, Louis and Christine Dulce Nunley. Spoke to Louis yesterday, so we're keeping them in prayers. I got that. All the unspoken. We've got a surgery coming up for Dolly. We've got something happened with Jeff Meeks in his heart on the 19th, so Alice, let me know. Let's see. We had a lot of these deaths. We'll just pass on. Mary Ellen Long, Brenda Caldwell, that's Frida's sister. Clarence and knee surgeries coming up on the 29th. Obviously, Miss Dola and Miss Ophelia, always a shout out. Deanna Shadrack, Kay White, Greater Falls Lodge family, Junior Tate family, Donna Lovelace family, Hugh Gerald Brady family, and then Christy Morrison's uncle family, and Johnny Lamb's. What is that, tomorrow? Sure, we had. Well, I'm not sure, but let me know about that, Miss Joan. And I think that is that. Lord, please lift up these folks in prayer. There's so many people hurting. I don't question. I never just trusting in you and your mercy and your grace. And may you wrap your arms around all the folks that need it. And we worship you. We love you, and we are so thankful for your guidance in all things. Thank you. In Jesus' names we pray. Amen. All right, let's go to the phones. We're ready. Morning. What are you doing? So flippin' close. There went our phones. Oh my goodness, so flippin' close. We have not. Did that happen with Misty? Did the phones go out? Well, I think it's just our luck. All right. Let's see what I've put on Morning on the Mountain. I mean, obviously, I've been glued to the news lately to see all the exciting, wonderful things. But life does go on, and oh, geez, Ricky Richards passed away. Holy cow! Yeah, Ricky Richards family. Boy, that's a gut punch right there. He passed away peacefully at his home early in the morning. He was inducted into the Hall of Fame and as a part of its inaugural class in 2013. Among the many accomplishments, Richards remains the winningest coach in school history with 507 victories, and he led the Lady Jackets to the school's only TSSAA state title. Lots of tributes on that. Gerald Smith's got a book coming out of poetry. There's a Clerk 3 position at Savage Gulf State Park open. Salary range $30 to $45,000 depending on your skill sets. All right, here we go. Morning.
Good morning.
You've done this a time or two. Very good. What's up, Frida?
Ain't that much.
Holy wow. Well, at least it's going to get up warmer today, I think.
Yeah. Get your flip-flops out now.
Oh, whatever. I still haven't got the chill off my bones.
I mean,
I mean, it's just, it's like just a chill in your bones that it just, ooh.
right.
All right, anything I need to know today? There seems to be so many people passing away. I thought we were done with that during the holidays.
No, the Nolan family. You got them on the prayer list?
So, all right, so who was that? Is that Christy's uncle? Is she Nolan?
See, I don't know.
Okay. I'm trying to figure out who Christy Morrison's uncle is who passed away yesterday suddenly. So anyway, so the Nolan family?
Yeah, Wade Nolan.
Wade Nolan. Gotcha. All right. Anybody else you can think of?
You got Larry Ray's family on there?
No. What happened to Larry Ray?
Well, that girl told me last night he passed away 2 days ago, but I had to see an obituary on there, so.
I haven't seen a darn thing about that.
I haven't either, so I don't know.
All right, let me just put that in parentheses, and I'll go double check that. If anyone knows, holler at me. All right, what y'all into today?
I don't know if we're going to go out or not.
Yeah, I've got to get my head back in the game. I got a lot of work to do tomorrow or today, so.
I went out yesterday, got my hair done.
Good. That's always happy stuff.
He told me I have to tell everybody at church who I was.
Ah! Did you, was it, is it a new do?
Well, she fixed it, and she cut it, and put highlights in it.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, she had to tell everybody who she was last night. Yeah. Everybody loved it.
Oh my gosh, send me a picture.
Well, it's messed up now.
Oh, come on. Someone must take a picture. That's so cute.
What do you think about Marsha Blackburn running for governor?
Well, I think that she would be amazing if she threw in her hat in the ring. I think there are a lot of folks, and it would really come down to who Trump endorses.
He'll endorse her.
I don't know. I mean, I would think so, but I mean, that's where the surprise lie. And if he endorses her, we will vote for her. I mean,
Oh yeah.
I think she's fierce. I think she is. She's definitely behind the Trump agenda, which we all, voted for.
Right.
And she's been doing a lot of the heavy lifting for a very long time. We don't have an income tax. She's one of the reasons why we don't have an income tax in Tennessee. So I don't know. I would be thrilled. She'd also be the first woman governor in the state of Tennessee.
Only drawback about this, who's going to take her place?
Well, right. Right. Right.
Because old Gloria Johnson is kind of guessed her once.
Well, Gloria got what, 10% of the vote?
That's it. That's all.
There has been discussion. There's a maneuvering, right? So Kane, Glenn Jacobs, Kane, I just know him. I saw him. He's so big. If she runs for office, he will back down from running for office and support her. So is that then Kane will be U.S. Senator, which wouldn't be bad?
Probably.
Right? I mean, there's lots of moving parts. And John Rose, which I have a lovely blanket here, would be an excellent governor. But then maybe he'll be a U.S. Senator. Lots of moving parts. But it will be a conservative. It will be a Trump pick.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, we will not. And I don't even know, Mandy had mentioned that. I don't even know who would run. There's always someone who's going to run for governor in the Democrat, but they are in the wilderness at this point.
Yeah.
I mean, so we'll have somebody good no matter what.
Do you think Leo run again?
He can't. Now, he could be U.S. Senator, though.
He could be. Yeah.
Right? There's that point. I want to say he's the Republican, like there's a governor's association for the governors, a Republican. I think he's the chair of it.
Oh.
I want to say he is. But anyway, I hadn't even thought about that little tidbit. Thanks for getting my mind going. Yeah, because Michigan. So Vance went to vice president, and the governor of Ohio appointed his lieutenant governor to fill that seat, which we're not thrilled about because Ohio is just, the DeWine is just not. He's Republican light.
Right.
But that's a really good point. Thanks for making me think. All right, what else? What other maneuvers can you see?
I don't know.
I mean, you got Mark Green. I mean, the U.S. Senate seat is a catbird seat. You just want to be, you want to have someone very strong in there.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. Oh boy, that's just something to think about. Thank you.
When's Mike Barton coming on?
When is Mike? Mike's coming back from D.C. He should be back this week. He had that energy summit or what have you. So I'll remind him. I'm booked through the middle of February, but I'll do what I need to do to get Mike on. We'll get Mike on. We need to know about Generac.
Oh, sure, for sure.
And all of it. So, and how the new presidency, this is what I'm definitely going to talk to him about. So, Mike, how is that new presidency going to affect TVA? And Doge and all the cuts, and how's that all going to affect things? So, I don't know. Nuclear. Mike likes nuclear, and they were talking about more investment into nuclear.
Yeah. Well, probably why our electric bill is so high.
Why?
Well, one reason, because we're TVA buying energy from Georgia.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
From Georgia?
Yep.
And that energy costs a lot more than producing it. Yeah. I did not know that. Where did you find that? I'm gonna have to look that up.
Well, I didn't. My hair friend told me that.
Hey, got some good stuff. That's when you go get your hair done. You find out stuff.
That's right.
I'm telling you, the hairstylists know everything.
I know.
I would listen to Tanya when she was doing my hair. I'd be like, I didn't know that, Tanya. Thank you. All right, so TVA buying from Georgia. That's interesting.
Talk about that.
I'm going to ask him about that. What else am I going to ask him?
I don't know.
Okay, now stop it. And Eddie, don't say a word either. All right. All right. Well, you guys have a fabulous day. It's going to be. We're on the. I heard next week we're going to be in the 50s.
I heard that.
I mean, so I'm okay.
Fancy.
I'm so excited.
Yep.
And then it's what 50-something days to spring.
Yeah, and I can't wait.
Oh my gosh. This has been brutal. I won't lie. All right, kids. Well, you guys have a fabulous, fabulous day. And if Frida fixes her hair, send me a picture.
Okay.
All right, y'all. Appreciate you. See you. Bye. Morning.
Good morning.
Brenda, what are you doing?
I got cut off first.
Well, that seems to be our way. What is that? Modus operandi. MO.
That's fine.
Something like that. Has everybody been going to church during this cold weather? I know a lot of churches had just done. Was it online or no?
They had it They had church last night. I watched it.
Good.
I don't get out in this weather.
I don't blame you.
I'm afraid I'll fall, tear all my mantle loose.
I mean, seriously, you're held together with duct tape. That's all you need.
Yeah, they'd sell all my mantle for.
That's hilarious. I was thinking about that all during the DC trip. I'm like, I'm just going to watch this.
Yeah.
So.
It wouldn't be a good thing.
No, it wouldn't. All right. Anything I need to know? Did you know the Wade Nolan family? Or Wade Nolan?
I know Wade Nolan, but he's a lot younger than he's maybe my kid's Michael's age. I'm not sure.
Oh, boy.
That's the same Wade or not?
Well, I did the deep dive into the Lovelace gal, and she is so Miss Emma's, let me see if I get this right, Miss Emma's daughter. I think that's all how that works. Anyway, it was Miss Emma in there somewhere, so just sad.
Yeah, I think he might be Michael's age, which he'd be like in his early 50s.
Wow, that's way too young.
Yeah, but it might be an entirely different one.
It could very well be. But what is it? The rumor? It's like so Gerald Seitz. I remember me telling a story. Gerald Seitz. We got a call at the Heritage Center that Jerry Seitz passed away, and all of us went immediately to Gerald Seitz, who's on the board, and we're like, "Holy wow!" And just the shock kind of thing. And it ended up being not Gerald, it was Jerry. And someone called him, Janelle called him on his phone, Gerald, just to make sure. I mean, who and he answered. So so you just never know. There's so many names that are similar.
Yes, my daughter-in-law's uncle, I guess you'd say.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, you just names are similar. So I just want to get it right. All right, girl, what do I need to know today?
I don't know. Just pray for all these families. There's the girl and her husband's been sick a long time, and she needs prayer, but I won't give a name.
So an unspoken. Gotcha.
Yeah, she really, really needs prayer.
Oh, I hate that. Okay.
In the hospital, he's had cancer surgery for a while.
Well, that cancer.
Yeah, and other problems,
Sure.
There's just so much suffering.
There's so much suffering, Brenda. I was just thinking about that this morning. Just so much.
Yeah.
But God's in control, and He knows our needs, and I just I'm just going to have to trust
I'm
it.
glad he's in control because we sure make a mess of it.
We sure do, don't we?
Yeah.
Amen, girl. Well, I'm just going to pray harder for folks, and whatever we can do to help, let us do it.
Yeah. Well, I'll talk to you tomorrow, maybe.
Always great to hear from you, Brenda. I'll talk to you later. Morning. Morning.
What you doing?
What you doing, little birthday girl?
I ain't feeling good.
What's wrong with you?
I don't know. I started feeling bad last night. I was shivering. I couldn't get warm.
That's an onset of the flu or something.
My muscles in my neck and shoulders I couldn't get relief to relax them, and I've got a fever. I know I have.
It sounds like the flu, Bethel.
I know. I feel awful.
Well, just snuggle in. You don't need to do anything today.
I grabbed me I got a big coverlet, and I put that on me last night too. So.
Well, I have an electric throw and electric blanket, and I had the electric blanket on last night when I went to sleep. I got too hot. You ever done that where you got too hot?
Yep.
Well, all right. So what did you eat for your birthday? Tell me something good. How'd you splurge? What'd you do for you?
Had some cannolis.
Ooh.
Cookies.
Ooh. Were they amazing?
Oh, boy.
Ooh.
And Karen McCarter, you know what I'm talking about?
Uh-huh.
She was Reimer. Her two grandsons stopped by here yesterday evening and walked in, and they started singing happy birthday to me.
Oh.
I love them little fellers to death, and one of them was holding a bear and a card.
Oh, that's so cute.
So they both, he handed it to me after they got through singing, and
that was a birthday gram.
bunch of the hugs.
Oh.
I said, this made my day right here.
Right here. I mean, what more can you ask for from hugs from some boys?
Yeah, I love them too to death.
Oh, well, apparently they love you too. I think that's wonderful.
Yeah.
Well, that's a birthday to remember. Well, I hope you feel better, Bethel. I hate that. Just snuggle in, you do your vitamin C and all that stuff, right?
Oh, yeah.
I figured you did. All right, Bethel. Well, I hate that, and hopefully tomorrow when we talk, and hopefully we do talk, that you're feeling better. But it might be a 2 or 3 day thing. So, not to be, Debbie Downer or anything. Did I lose you?
No.
Oh, there you go. Okay. All right, honey bunny. Well, happy birthday yesterday, and you just snuggle in. There's nothing that you need to do today. Not a thing. All right, honey. You have a wonderful day.
You too.
All right, sweetheart. See you. Bye. Morning.
Good morning.
Oh, Leslie. How art thou?
Doing fairly well this morning. How about you?
I had Marsha Blackburn on this morning. How much, and Mandy, how better can it be for today?
Well, it's a good start, ain't it?
I was really super excited about that. She is a fierce warrior up there. That's a good point.
Yeah.
That's a good point. What do I need to know today, Leslie?
I just seen a couple of notices on my phone. A couple of people died this week.
Who did you have on there?
I can't remember now.
Okay.
I didn't know him so much.
Well, Ricky Richards passed.
I seen that.
Wade Nolan passed.
I didn't know him.
And there was a Brady. Gerald Brady? I've got to look at that. And a Donna Lovelace and a Junior Tate. That's what I have.
But there's a new one this morning.
Was there a new one this morning?
Yeah.
You can't remember? Leslie.
Hey, my memory's shot.
Apparently. Okay, well, we'll find out. I hate that. There's so much. Do you feel like there's been so many deaths lately?
Prophet said there'd be a lot of deaths, so I don't know if that has any.
Well, I don't know.
But I thought maybe it's talking about the politicians. I know there's a lot of them going to step aside and not be unseated, but I didn't know about all this other. We just don't know.
Well, we don't know.
The point we all got to have faith.
Yeah. Well, it's a brand new day in America, Leslie.
Yeah.
All right. Revelation.
Yeah, we're starting a new chapter.
Are we? Is that chapter 5?
Yeah.
Okay, and then we're going to do 1 through what?
I guess it's 10 of them to get through all that part. But we can do 5 if you want to, and save the other for tomorrow.
Yeah, let's do 5. There's just so much there.
Okay.
All right, 1 through 5, and then summary. Oh, all right, go ahead.
Okay. First verse.
Okay.
I saw in the right hand of him that sat on the throne a book written within and on the backside sealed with 7 seals.
7 seals.
And I saw a strong angel proclaim with a loud voice, "Who is worthy to open the book and to loose the seals thereof?" And no man in heaven nor in earth, neither under the earth, was able to open the book, neither to look therein. And I wept much, because no man was found worthy to open and read the book, neither to look thereon. And one of the elders said unto me, "Weep not, behold, the Lion of the tribe of Judah, the root of David, has prevailed to open the book and to loose the 7 seals thereof." So he said, don't worry, Jesus, he's earned the right to open that book.
And that book is what?
It's just a book of the 7 seals. He opens each seal each time. There's 7 seals he opens. Each one of them represents different woes in the Bible.
Different woes.
Different
okay.
judgments, yeah.
Okay. Okay. Well, this says it is a powerful passage that sets the stage for the unfolding of God's divine plan. The Apostle John, in his vision, sees God seated on the throne holding a scroll sealed with 7 seals. The scroll represents God's plan for judgment and redemption, but no one in heaven, on earth, or under the earth is found worthy to open it. John begins to weep because without someone to open the scroll, God's plan cannot be revealed or fulfilled. Then one of the elders reassures John, telling him not to weep. He says that the Lion of the tribe of Judah, the root of David, a reference to Jesus, has triumphed and is worthy to open the scroll and its seals. This highlights Jesus' victory through his sacrifice and his authority over all creation.
I'll go along with that.
That's pretty intense, huh?
Yeah, well, he earned the right.
He sure did. So the only one who can open the scroll is Jesus?
He's the only one. He's
Wow.
the only one that was worthy, found worthy.
Wow. That's deep.
Yeah, it gets deeper in the Bible. It gets deeper in Revelations.
All right. Well, I thank you for bringing this. I mean, we've been doing this 10 years, 11 years now, and this is our first revelation.
Wouldn't ever get all the meanings of this Word of God.
No.
So alive, and this just we get different meaning every time we read the same scriptures. We get a different revelation in it, and that's what makes it a living Word.
Right, living word. Kind of like living water, living word.
Yeah.
I love it, Leslie. All right, you feeling okay?
Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good this morning.
Praise, glory, praise.
The sunshine, I guess, brightened my day. I don't know, it just warmed up a little bit more. I don't know if but I know it feels different today, better.
It does feel better. All of it feels better.
Her water broke a while ago.
Whose water broke?
My granddaughter, Alexis.
Oh, congratulations. You got another one coming?
Yeah, great-grandbaby.
Oh, my God. What does this make it? How many great grandbabies do you have?
I think it'll make 5.
How many grandbabies do you have?
About 15.
Wow. And how many children did you have?
5. I was 6.
6. Okay. You have done your job, sir.
I've all done it.
Yeah, God tells us to procreate, so you did good.
Yeah. I'm proud of all of them.
Good. Good. Well, congratulations. Keep us posted. Do we have a name yet?
Not that I know of. It's just going to be a boy, is all I know.
Another boy.
I make 4 great-grandsons, 1 great-granddaughter, I think.
Did you notice that throughout, like, the Bible and really in our history here in on the mountain is that there were so many boy families?
Yeah. Like
a bunch of boys. Like, can you imagine having 6 or 7 sons? How many did you have?
I had 5.
Yeah, I mean, that's like tough stock right there.
Yeah.
All right, Leslie, well, I appreciate you. Thank you so much for sharing your wisdom. And
I'm sorry, 2 great-granddaughters.
Oh.
One. I was thinking about Emily. She's my granddaughter. I'm sorry, I messed up her.
Well, that's okay.
It's hard for me to keep up with.
I don't know how you do it. That's why we write it in our Bible, right?
I have to tell people tell me.
That's okay. Well, good. All right, Leslie, I appreciate you. Good Lord willing, we'll talk tomorrow.
All right.
All right, see you, bye. All right, we're going to go on a quick break. Our last break. Thank our sponsors. We'll be right back. Thanks for watching Morning on the Mountain. See you in a minute.
Hello, I'm Dr. Mircea Basaraba.
And I'm Mara Hutchings, nurse practitioner. Welcome to Southern Tennessee Cardiology.
Do your legs swell, ache, and feel heavy after a long day? Or do your calves cramp up when you climb stairs? You could have a circulation problem. Here at Southern Tennessee Cardiology, we specialize in diagnosing and treating disease in both arteries and veins. With on-site ultrasound and an in-office procedure room, we will have your legs feeling great in no time.
Save gas, save time, save money. Save-A-Lot, the name says it all. Locally owned and operated, Save-A-Lot of Tracy City promotes shopping locally on the mountain. Come check out the clean, organized store where hometown folks like you save with weekly specials from the Weekly Shopper. Experienced employees choose our products very carefully and keep a large selection of fresh produce and fruit stocked, offering you the best deals for the best possible quality. With a primetime butcher on staff, expect fresh meat cut and packaged on location, or request your favorite cuts while shopping name brands and Save-A-Lot brands in our frozen food sections, and fresh milk and dairy products always up to date. Friendly, helpful faces are on staff for any requests and questions you may have. Open every day from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Stay on the mountain. Shop at your locally owned Save-A-Lot. The name says it all.
Independently owned and locally staffed, the Caverns attracts visitors from all over the country. Bring your guests down for a cave tour, a cave concert, or a magical night under the stars at the Caverns Outdoor Amphitheater. Camping is an option too. Learn more at www.thecaverns.com, where the destination becomes a journey. All righty, I got one more phone call. Here we go. Morning.
How you doing, Michelle?
Hey, Lily, what you doing, buddy?
You know, I did talk earlier, and I'm just waiting. I know y'all was talking or whatever, and so by the time you didn't really answer the first time.
It went like south again, I know.
It just went, wait, And but now Tuesday, when everybody calling in, we never did have a problem with it Tuesday.
I'm telling you, it's just, it must be me.
Well, no, I ain't you. I ain't me or Misty. I ain't Steven.
It just happens.
It is, it's some always something. But I know I ain't God. I'll be Satan said, I don't put stop to this. Nobody ain't calling in.
It is Satan. I'll go with that. Not today, Satan. Not today, Satan.
Tuesday was all right, but yesterday when you was done, it was all right.
It was. And then today, here we are.
Here we are. Satan said, I don't put stop to every phone call going through there. Nobody ain't no call in. Nobody ain't no talk to her. So we might have put Satan behind this or else.
Not today, Satan. Not today.
Without tomorrow, without Wednesday, Thursday or Friday. If Satan started that up with us next week, will you there and me missed it there Thursday or Friday?
Not today.
Not today, not tomorrow, not Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday or Friday. When Satan starts up on us then, we just put him right behind us and just tell him, go on.
Go on.
Right. Now, first time, Satan just won't. And so.
Yeah, no, I feel you on that one. That's a really good point, Lily. Thank you.
No, but you do look pretty this morning.
Thank
and,
you.
So.
Well, it's my favorite color. And I had U.S. Senator Marsha Blackburn on the show this morning, so super cool. And my beautiful Mandy. So, I mean, I had to do something.
She was good. She looked gorgeous.
Isn't she gorgeous?
Mm-hmm.
She's good people. We're kin. I mean, we're kin on the Fultz side. Isn't that funny?
Oh, well, I don't know if she's kin to Johnny Ray Phelps or not. I don't know.
Well, I'm kin, I think, so Johnny Ray is kin to Nadine, and Nadine and I are kin through the Fultz side. So, yeah, that means that she's kin to, Johnny Ray.
Yeah, I talked to him Tuesday, I think it was. I went down.
He's had a time, yeah.
I went to buy PCs for a minute for Tuesday and it stayed long enough, and I went over to town to be on it, see what everybody else was doing. Hang around from 12 to 3, I think it was, and ran out, get ready to start the forwarder to let it run. And somebody said, hey, Lehman, let me get my jumper box putting on your battery. And I said, no, dude. I said, only thing I have to do is start it. Somebody else start it for me. I let it run to let the oil warm up real good.
Mm-hmm.
So, well, I was just able to leave anyway, and I thought over and out. See, Misty, but I said, no. I said, it's too tall, and I said, I ain't going that far out, so I just come on home.
Come on home. Yeah, it was cold.
But now today supposed to be 38, tomorrow supposed to be high 33, and 46 Saturday.
I'll take it.
43 Sunday, Monday 47 high. But we still need some cold temperatures still tonight, so I don't know about Tuesday on up to Friday, but we might see some 40 and 50 degrees, these couple of days next week.
Well, Junior, just like Junior said, let's break out the flip-flops, baby.
Well, I don't know how he wear flip-flops if he wear them in the house, but now outside, don't do it because you get frostbite on their feet and stuff like that, did I hear you say Larry Ray passed away or something?
Well, we don't know. That's an unverified statement. We haven't seen anything. Frida had mentioned it.
Well, I know there one lives here in Tracy. He lives by the road here to the piece. I don't know, but I'll find out today and I'll let you know something in the morning.
Yeah, let me know. I mean, I will not, we're telling that Gerald Seitz story. I just want to make sure if I'm going to do any announcing that it's the right information.
Well, there one lives here in Tracy. He lives, the road here, this little piece, and they live in C2, I think, so yeah. 6 apartments, get that D building, get that C building, so I'll find out from somebody here.
Well,
I'm going to let you know something in the morning.
I have Larry Ray, I am friends with Larry Ray on Facebook, and he posted 3 days ago.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean anything. Okay.
There one here, I see him out going out in his little truck all the time and back in, you know, and I see him down Family Dollar store, you know, but let me find out today, see what.
Yeah, let me know if you don't mind, because if I don't see it on Cumberland Funeral Home or
my
Lanes.
I'll here a few minutes. I'll let you know something in the morning.
All right, I appreciate it. All right, buddy, we're gonna fly, but appreciate you. Happy Thursday.
I'll tell you, don't head rest of me, and I'll talk to you in the morning. I might be number one tile in.
You never know, man. I mean, you've been on a roll.
Well, I will once in a while. If somebody knows the end before I will, I'll be the first one.
It takes a lot to beat Frida and Junior, I'm telling you.
All right. Well, if you see Eric today, tell him he better bundle up with a heavy jacket, keep him warm.
I know. He's a little stinker. All right, buddy. See you, bye. Morning.
Morning.
What you doing?
Listen to y'all.
Well, did any deep freeze moments? Did you guys survive the deep freeze?
So far.
Okay.
The sunshine sure looks pretty.
That what?
The sunshine.
Oh, honey, it makes a big difference, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
Oh, my goodness. Well, is everybody good in your world?
Yeah, let's holler at you.
All right, honey. Look at you being up and at 'em. I love that. How are you, sir?
I'm good, sir.
All right, you got to snuggle up because it's so cold out.
Yeah,
You just snuggle up with that Susie Q.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. I'm so glad to talk to you. Hopefully we'll talk again tomorrow.
Okay, have a good day.
All right, honey. See you. Bye. Yay. Morning.
Good morning.
Well, Charlie, Joyce, what you two doing?
You sitting watching you?
Oh, my goodness.
Wade Nolan is Houston Nolan's son.
Okay. Was he in his 50s?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so Brenda was right.
Yes. And I want to give a shout out to Hippie Cox. Today's his birthday. He's 76 today.
Whose birthday is it?
Hippie Cox at Parmer.
Oh, happy birthday. And how old is he?
76.
Oh, and feeling fine.
Yep.
All right, well, happy birthday. Thanks for that shout out.
You're welcome, hon.
All right, anything else I need to know?
No, just start to stay warm.
All right, honey. Good to hear from y'all.
All right, bye,
See
hon.
ya. Wonder if that's Christy's uncle. I don't know if she's a Nolan. Oh, my goodness. Morning. Morning.
Good morning.
What are you doing? Are you heading to the workout?
Yep, that's where I'm headed.
Oh, gosh. Bless you. I had Marsha Blackburn on this morning.
I missed it. For some reason, I don't know. I saw Mandy.
Yep, we got Mandy. Oh, I love her, yeah. Isn't that funny how we're all kin at some point and she didn't even know she was from here?
Oh, the roots grow deep.
Well, what do I need to know today, Sherry?
Well, it's another beautiful day in the neighborhood.
Amen. Amen. We're on the home stretch this spring. I feel it.
Yeah, I hope so. Yeah.
And it's when the buttercups come up, right? When does yours start coming up?
Well, if it's warm enough, February.
Yeah, I remember February. It's got to snow on the buttercups. Isn't that one of those things?
Right, snow on the buttercups.
Okay. All right. Well, I hope you have a fabulous day. And I want to be you when I grow up. I want to work out. I want to go.
Yeah, I have a birthday next month, so I'm going to be 77.
Oh, there is just no way that you are 77. That's like I feel like with Miss Evelyn. There's no way you're that age. That's good living, girl.
Yep. That's pocket bringing up there.
That is. You're fierce. Grit. Resilient. Good upbringing.
Right. Absolutely. There were 6 of us also. He was talking about he had 6 children.
Yeah. It just seemed, how many boys and how many girls in that family?
2 boys, 4 girls.
Boy, I bet that was fun.
Oh, it was. And I was the oldest, so, I'm the ruler of the nest.
You are the ruler of the nest. You sure were. That's how Grandma Nell was. That's so funny.
I let Toot do that. She's the ruler of the nest now.
Oh, you just gave it up. You're like, there we go.
I'm always the oldest one at our get-together, so that's okay.
How old is the youngest?
She's 15 years younger than me.
Wow.
Yep.
Your parents, God bless them.
Yeah, I thought, you're too old to be having a baby, Mom. And she was 33.
Okay, don't even get started. Taylor and I were talking about that because she's 33 now. I was 36 when I had Madison, my youngest. And so, I mean, there's plenty of time.
Oh, yeah. My niece was 41 when she had her one and only.
Well, then so be it.
14.
Isn't it weird that we don't have big families anymore?
No, that's
just the way it is.
My high school class was 0 to maybe 2. I think one girl has 4 children.
Wow.
After like 0 to, some of them had none.
Wow. Yeah, there are folks that decide not to have any.
Right.
And there's, no shame in that game.
There was 64 of us graduated from Whitwell High School in 66. And I think we had one die not recently. I keep up with all of them. And
sure.
We have a Facebook page if you ever want to visit it.
Sure. Oh, okay.
It's Whitwell High School class of 66. Class of
66? Okay.
Yeah, we've got 26 that's passed out of that class.
Wow. Well, we did I'm embarrassed to say we had 500 in art class. And we thought that was small, but we have a memorial bench and we just keep on adding at the high school. Yeah, just keep on adding. All right, Sherry. Well, I hope you have a fabulous day. Enjoy the sunshine. Love your outlook on life. Like I said, I want to be you when I grow up.
You rest your rest.
I know. All right, girl. See you. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
All right, that's it. I have a guest tomorrow because I am booked up with that new calendar. Let's see. And here's going to be how it's going to go. I don't know. Since I don't book them anymore, it goes right into my calendar. It could be all surprises. So, tomorrow we have Rebecca Dalrymple. I'm so excited. Yay. Remember Becky? They're from the Jasper area. She's a Phillips, or she was a Phillips, and she just recently lost her husband. Her and Doug were here. He beat cancer. He had stage 4, I want to say it was liver. She'll remind me of that. And they gave him 6 months, and through their journey of holistic medicine, were able to have 6 years of quality life. I mean, really. And I'm so excited to have her on the show to talk about the future and what she's going to be doing with all that knowledge now. But, I'll probably cry. I won't lie. I probably will cry. Because that's just, he's a good boy. He was a good boy. He's a good boy. All right, that's it. You guys go out there, spread joy and sunshine wherever you go. I'm going to give it my best shot. So much going on in our world right now, but we're all very blessed, and I'm so thankful for you. So as always, thanks for watching Morning on the Mountain. I'll see you in the morning.